I don't care if your handicap is 29. I don't care if you're a scratch golfer. When you get up to tee box number 1 and you pull out the big stick, every single golfer on that tee box wants to drop an absolute bomb. In 2020, Bryson DeChambeau came out with a whole new system of training speed, gaining muscle, and changing his diet, and he did just that, sometimes dropping bombs approaching 400 yards on the PGA Tour.
That's fun. Just hit it hard and go find it.
This brought me to the question, what would happen if you would take a 3-year golfer with a 12.8 handicap who's pushing 40 years old and train similar to Bryson DeChambeau? That is exactly what Douche To DeChambeau is. I am the Weekend Hack, and I hope you subscribe to the channel, you hit this with a thumbs up, and you follow me along on my 120-day journey to drop in Bryson Bombs. This is Douche To DeChambeau. Now, in today's premiere episode of Douche To DeChambeau, we are going to be talking about a few things, and that is expectations, the style of training that I'm going to be doing, my diet, as well as the length that I'm going to be doing this. Let's just get right into it. The length of this program is going to be for the whole 2021 season. I have approximately 120 days to my first Mediocre Golf Association tournament, and I will be continuing this training on for the whole 2021 golfing season. Now, there is many questions that I'm sure you guys will have. As I get in this series, I will try to answer and show you as much as what I'm doing to accomplish this, but the #1 goal is to absolutely drop some bombs and destroy the courses that I play in my tournaments. But just first off, let's compare myself, the Weekend Hack, to the guy we are trying to train like, and that is Bryson DeChambeau. Let's go to age. Myself, the Weekend Hack, I am pushing 40 years old, while Bryson DeChambeau is in his physical prime at 27. My height is 5'7" to Bryson DeChambeau's 6'1". My weight is a disappointing 163, while Bryson DeChambeau is 240. My golfing experience is 3 years, and that is 3 years self-taught with 0 lessons. Bryson DeChambeau has over 20 years golfing experience, plus the aid of professional training and coaches. Those two I will not have. My wins, I have 1 Mediocre Golfing Association tournament win in 2019, followed up by 9 top 10 finishes in the last 2 years. Bryson DeChambeau has 9 PGA Tour wins and 1 PGA Major under his belt. My handicap, of course, is a 12.8. Bryson DeChambeau is under scratch, being a pro golfer. And finally, the comparison we're going to need to put this all in perspective is the courses I play in my tournaments are 5,800 yards to 6,600 yards, while Bryson DeChambeau on tour is playing between 7,000 and 8,000 yards. So next up, I am going to show you all the training tools I am going to be using to hopefully accomplish going Douche To DeChambeau. We are down here in my home gym. This is what I'm calling my muscle lab. I have a treadmill. I have a pull-up bar, kind of an ab working, kind of where you can do lifts and miscellaneous stuff. I, of course, have a bench. We'll be doing a lot of bench, and I also have some Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. That will be the extent of where I am training at. Of course, with the quarantine going on, I exactly can't be going to the gym. So this is gonna have to do. I think it is an acceptable, decent home gym. I will be able to hopefully put on some muscle. And as I am in my home gym, now we're gonna head out to my hitting zone. I have a little home indoor driving range where I'm gonna hit into some nets. I showed you my muscle lab, AKA my basement workout room. I mean, it wasn't anything special. But we are out here in my garage to what I am calling the Fairway Factory, where I'm gonna be dropping bombs, where I'm gonna be training all winter long. This is it. I do have a video out. I will link that down below if you want to check it out, but this is my garage setup. But we're just going to get into what I am training with. Now if you see down here, how I am going to be recording all my stats is with a Swing Caddy. We can debate whether how accurate it is, this and that, but if I use this as my baseline, it should get me decent stats as far as swing speed. That's all I'm trying to increase is my swing speed. I should be able to keep track with the Swing Caddy. And right here we have the I-Line Golf Speed Trap. I will be using this a ton. This keeps your club on plane. It keeps you on path. It is a swing path trainer, as you see by the marks on it. I have been using this tool exclusively for 3 years. It's what took me from being a high teen 20s handicap golfer down where this year I hit into the high 9s. I am back to a 12.8, but this one tool easily got me to drop 10 strokes off my handicap over 3 years. Now we're getting into the swing speed tools. Of course, you guys all know about the Speed Golf Sticks. I ordered those. I also have an unboxing video if you want to check that out. I ordered those speed sticks from Speed Golf. I will be training with those Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And not only will I be training and swinging those according to the workouts that they provide you on their website, I will be swinging those through the Swing Path tool. This is so when I'm training speed, I am somewhat keeping my swing decent. You just don't want to be swinging as hard as you can and not keeping your club or shaft on the correct path. So I'll be using these speed sticks through the Swing Path tool, the Speed Trap, and my final tool I'll be using Tuesdays and Thursdays is the Orange Ball Light Speed Trainer. A lot of people use the Orange Ball. It's like a tempo warm-up tool. Well, they came out with a thing called the Light Speed, the Orange Whip Light Speed. And I will be training with that Tuesday and Thursdays. And the reason why I will be alternating speed training tools is so I don't plateau. I keep my body guessing, and hopefully this means I will increase my swing speed. So those are the tools I am going to be using to increase my swing speed, hopefully. But before we do anything with these tools, I have not even touched them yet. I have never used them. Before we get going, the one thing we have to get is what the weekend hack, a 12.8 handicap golfer who's never had a lesson in a day in his life, we need to get my base driver numbers here. Now, it's not distance. I don't care if the Swing Caddy tells me my drive's going 125. It's all about swing speed. Contact and swing speed is what I'm going to be working with the driver. So let's go ahead and get about 10 good drives to use as my base numbers for the start of Douche To DeChambeau. All right, so we have it set up, the Swing Caddy. I took a few warm-up swings, about a good 20 swings there. Got it set up on the one wood, the Swing Caddy. Let's see what my average swing speed is through 10 drives. Now, I am not gonna overswing or anything like that. I'm just gonna hit my average driver swing here. That's all I'm trying to do is get a base number of my swing speed so I know where I'm starting. As you see, That last one was 89 swing speed. I have a lot of room for improvement. Like I said, my average drives are 225, 230, 240. They roll out a bit. But it brings me back to expectations. My expectation and my goals is to get my swing speed in the triple digits according to the Swing Caddy. Now, like I said, we can debate the fact of how accurate these are, but this is the tool I have to use, so that's what I'm using. And I'm hoping I can get my swing speed by doing 4 months of training, 120 days of speed training. I'm hoping I can get a 10% increase in my swing speed. That would bring me in the low 100s. I feel like then I could fly a lot of drives 250, 260, maybe 270 when I get a hold of them. And you know, drop some Bryson-like bombs during my tournaments. That is the whole goal of Douche To DeChambeau. Increase my swing speed and absolutely dominate the courses in my tournaments in 2021. And the final thing I wanted to talk about is, of course, diet. It doesn't matter how much I train, how much I exercise, what is going to be my diet. As we've all seen this from Bryson DeChambeau, where he's drinking like 8 protein shakes a day. But like I said, I'm a regular guy. I have a regular job, a 9 to 5. I cannot train for 10 hours a day, so there's no possible way I can drink 8 protein shakes. I would blow up like a balloon. Instead of being 163 or 150 with a decent amount of muscle, I would be like 225 with a BMI of like 48 if I drank 8 protein shakes a day. So instead, I'm going to be adding 50 grams of protein to my diet. I'm not going to change my diet. You know, my diet is decent, but I will be adding the protein, so I have the protein I need to hopefully build some muscles. And my long-term goal here, you know, my expectations are low. I'm swinging mid 90s, low 90s driver speed. Right now I'm hitting drives 230, 240-ish. They're rolling out a little bit. You know, a good drive might go 270s. My realistic goals is I would like to get to triple digit swing speed. That's what I would like to do. I would like to lose 15 pounds. I'd like to get down to about 150, 145. But at the same time, I want to lose that fat, but pack on some muscle. Then of course, guys, like I said, we have 120 days till my first tournament. That is going to be telling us where my game is at, how this affects my game, and if I can go lower than what I did in 2020. My tournament average score through 7 tournaments in 2020 was 82.8. And that was on courses between 5,800 yards and 6,600 yards was our longest course we played. So I want to drop that score in the 70s, increase my swing speed by 10 miles per hour, lose 15 to 20 pounds, but also replace that fat with muscle, and hopefully go out in 2021 and drop some Bryson bombs. If you guys want to follow a guy doing a long-term review on the Speed Golf Speed Sticks, the Light Speed by Orange Whip, and just general golf training like this Douche To DeChambeau series, please hit that subscribe button now. It is going to be a long journey, but I guarantee it will be worth it. As always, guys, if you like this content, hit it with a thumbs up. Don't be afraid to subscribe to follow me along in this amazing journey. Till the next time, Monday, it's tomorrow. That's when you're watching this video. It's going to be my first day of training. I have a feeling my old ass is going to be sore. Peace.